Lightyear is the first Pixar animated feature to be released in theaters since Onward, right before the pandemic started. That's kind of egregious for this studio because they were putting out some good stuff throughout this whole pandemic era, if you want to call it that. I mean, you have Soul, which is easily in my top 5 Pixar movies now. You have Luca, which is a beautiful looking feature. Turning Red, which came out last March, is very, very fun. Why are none of these released in theaters? But I digress. Lightyear was. It's directed by the guy who brought us Finding Dory back in 2016, and it stars Chris Evans as our title character along with Keke Palmer and Taika Waititi. This is basically Andy Davis's favorite movie. Legendary space ranger Buzz Lightyear embarks on an intergalactic adventure alongside ambitious recruits and his robot companion Socks. And as this motley crew tackles their toughest mission yet, they must learn to work together as a team to escape the evil Emperor Zurg and his dutiful robot army that are never far behind. I mean, do you even really need me to tell you how good this animation is with Pixar's name on it? This film right here, again, it really just kind of goes to show you how much technology has evolved. There were certain sequences that made me think back to Toy Story 4 and that opening sequence, the raindrops coming down, just looking so photorealistic. Lightyear, I feel like, ups the ante, not just with these brilliant flight sequences, and it's a really fun action movie in its own right. A lot of this action actually reminded me of The Incredibles and how Brad Bird brought action into the animated realm. But the thing is, when Buzz is flying around trying to capture light speed, you could see the sweat percolating off his face. It's 2022. Technology has evolved considerably, and that is one of the many things that I absolutely adored about Lightyear, among many other things. This was the one project at Disney Investor Day back at the end of 2020 that I was like, yeah, I really want to see that right now. And I gotta tell you, I want to go back to this movie theater right away to experience Lightyear all over again. This is Pixar's ultimate thrill ride. You have these amazing action sequences, you have these great characters. Buzz Lightyear himself is a very fun hero, and Chris Evans, I gotta say, was the perfect choice to play him in 2022. This guy has such a sophisticated, macho sense of right and wrong, and a lot of it is thankfully played for comedy, which was a very welcome surprise. I don't care that he's basically playing the same sort of character that you get from the Captain America films. Chris Evans is pitch perfect casting here. I thought he was brilliant, as was Keke Palmer in here. And Keke Palmer is a name that I haven't talked about really much at all because she's kind of been out of the limelight for a while. I mean, she was a big child star. Loved her in Akeelah and the Bee. That was one of my favorite movies growing up, but I thought she was marvelous in the movie as well. And I can't wait to see what else she does. She is gonna be in Jordan Peele's Nope next month. Taika Waititi, man, as Morrison. My word, what a lovable idiot this was. I could definitely see a lot of people growing tired of Taika Waititi's usual shtick with this role, but it just works for me, man. I don't care that this is just the voice of Korg in this guy. All these characters are fan-freaking-tastic, but you know who stole the entire movie? That would be Socks. Much like BB-8 in the Star Wars prequels, when I saw this little guy in the trailer, I was really, really concerned, because I thought that they could very easily go the Jar Jar Binks route with him. But thankfully, he is very, very vital to the plot. He's extremely funny, and he never comes off annoying or overbearing. I can definitely see so many toys of this guy being sold over this next year or so, to infinity and beyond, however you want to put it. And yes, that saying is in there more than once. I know a lot of people might complain that a lot of this dialogue is beat for beat what Buzz was saying in the first Toy Story film, but here's my thing. If you look at this little prequel origin story style film, the big criteria for me in terms of its quality is, can it stand on its own aside from the other entries in the franchise? Now, all the Toy Story films are classic movies, can't be beat. Toy Story 2 is easily my favorite of the bunch. But one of the great things about Lightyear is it didn't have to overly rely on the Toy Story lore, if you will. There is a wowza of an opening card, which really justifies this movie's existence, and I thought it was extremely clever. The movie definitely had the potential to be a lot more clever, because I feel like this is my big issue with Lightyear, is the predictability. There were a couple of spots involving the evil Emperor Zurg and his origins that definitely caught me by surprise. But aside from that, I mean, you pretty much know the lesson within the first 10 minutes, and they kind of keep hammering it in. And the pacing of this movie, for me, the first 20 minutes are stellar. But then you're introduced to these trainees, these recruits, Taika Waititi's character, Keke Palmer's character. And I just wanted just a little bit more time to develop these characters and just kind of sit with these quiet moments a little bit more. And yes, let me address the elephant in the room. This movie is gonna draw heavy comparisons to Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. You know, with the time travel element in there, Buzz is not aging one bit. And that's all well and good. This may be a hot take, but I actually would prefer rewatching Lightyear over Interstellar. I know. Interstellar is a movie I reviewed way back in the early days of the channel, and you guys might remember if you've been with me for a long time, I have my problems with Interstellar. As much as I really enjoy the film and what Christopher Nolan was able to bring to the table, Lightyear is just more fun. And that's really what the movies are all about, aren't they? Fun. Pixar certainly brought its fun back to the big screen. It's certainly a welcome change of pace from having to sit down and watch it on the small screen, instead just seeing it plastered on a big projector. This is a movie you definitely need to experience on the big screen. I'm gonna give Lightyear an A-. I freaking loved this movie, guys. Call me a biased geek all you want for Pixar, for Toy Story rather. I had so much fun with this film. I cannot wait to watch it again. If you guys have seen Lightyear, let me know what you thought of it down in the comment section below. Did this live up to your expectations? Did you think Chris Evans was perfect casting here, or what? But obviously, I love creating this content. I love discussing all brand new things, movies, and entertainment with you guys. So if you're new to the channel, do consider smashing that subscribe button, hit that notification bell right next to it, and what the hey, feel free to throw us a thumbs up over here. This is all tremendously helpful in continuing to grow this community that we've already built over here together. And guys, look forward to more exciting content hitting this channel very soon. Through a very hectic summer for me, I'm gonna be opening up my next play this weekend where I'm at, so please bear with me as I crank out reviews for Elvis and the Black Phone, both of which I'm very eager to check out. Thor Love and Thunder comes out in a few weeks too. Oh my word, already more Marvel stuff. I can't get enough of it, guys. But y'all are the best. Thank you all so very much again for your support. And with all that being said, back talk commence.